decent, just holding that angle from the back. Jojo looking to clutch this up in the 1v2, but can he do it? Here McDaddy does get spotted out. Foul comes in, and again, I do believe Havoc Elite Legends are gonna close us out here, as they have control of the P4 and the close-up spawn. A contest does come in, the tide is going to be ticking, and these kills have to happen into the bottom of map now, and it goes back in favor of the side of Big Mac. A very back-and-forth kill so far. The kill's not going their way if you're Havoc Elite Legends. This is looking too close to call here from me and Spyro. It is very back-and-forth right now, as I do believe
they got it. They did.
They closed it out. Oh my goodness gracious.
Like a phantom menace. You just lose him and he becomes the biggest thorn in your side. Continues to fry, looking for more, just gonna try and play his life, make it.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to match number 2 of the night, for me at least, and it should be a good one as well as the last one. It's gonna be D-Inc going up against the EXOS Reaperz, excuse me. Apologies. Already butchering names. Not great start. We'll take a look at the rosters real quick before we get things started here. It's gonna be D-Inc on your screen. Tenacity, Dink, Ragnar, and Twisted going up against the other team. On the flip side, you got EXOS, Reaperz, Jojo, Burst, Twist, and Rip Jester. And this one should be a banger for sure. I'm looking forward to this match as well. I think, honestly, I think this one will be a little bit closer than the first one we watched. If you guys are coming from that last one as well, should be a good one. So we'll see if we get the fireworks like I'm expecting. We'll take a quick look at the maps and modes in this series. We're going to be starting out with Hardpoint on Scar, Raid SND, and then another Scar, this time Overload. And then if we need to go extra maps deeper into the series, it'll be Colossus HP and Den SND to close things out if we need to go map number 5. It should be a good series, good time for us tonight. And honestly, I'm not exactly sure who I got in this one. I don't even really know, too much about. I know D-Inc a little bit more than I know the guys on EXOS, so I do have a little bit of info on EXOS, but it doesn't really compare to watching it with the eye test. It's a similar thing to that last series as well. I think it's once I see the hardpoint, I'll have a little bit of understanding, kind of the matchup wise, the gunny wise. I've heard great things from EXOS Reaperz, but it's a little bit different when you see it on your screen as well. Let me let the guys know I'm ready, and we should get things underway here. Should be a moment, guys. Bear with me real quick. And I'll put up a poll in the meantime real quick who you guys think is going to win map number 1, because I'm not entirely sure. I think last time around I did think, I actually don't remember if I had Blunt Felons or Spade Gaming. I think I did take the Felons in map 1. I can't remember actually. Maybe I just sat on the fence until it was time, because I don't know here, honestly. We'll see here in a moment though. And honestly, I don't know too much about these rosters. I have seen Dink's team perform before. We'll see if they perform again tonight. Obviously, it's a testament as old as time. Watching Dink play, my fellow caster as well. Good to see him competing yet again. Honestly, one of these times I'll make a team and I'll compete in one of these groups. It is very stressful playing as well as casting, but I feel like if I were to play, it'd probably be very, very casual. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be scrimming every day. So But the thing is, with me, I'm an ultra competitive person, so when I'm only playing and not scrimming and not trying, and we're losing, I'd probably be losing full. So it's one of those things where, weigh the pros and cons. Do I really even want to get into that headspace again? Not really, especially when I would probably be restricted to Group A, a bunch of sweaty tryhards in that group as well. So is what it is. We'll get this match locked and loaded momentarily. I think we were just waiting for confirmation on the team to get things started here. We'll see if that's going to be the case here in a moment. It looks like I'm in the wrong group chat. There we go. Let's go to the right one here. Let's see. It looks like, yeah, we're waiting one more moment. How you guys doing in chat while we're waiting tonight? I know we just got off a match here a moment ago. I'm not sure how many return viewers I got, or maybe we have some new ones joining us for this one. It should be a great time as well. I think this one will be a little bit closer to that last one, obviously. If you missed it, it was a hot 3-0. The Blunt Felons did take care of business in that one with, only the Overload really being a close one in the end, which kind of surprised me. I thought the Overload would be kind of a stomp as well, but I mean, hey, the Spade Gaming guys, they turned up in that one. They showed up, but they unfortunately did not cross the finish line, and they got 3-0'd, boo-bopped in that one. And hopefully we do see extended maps in this series. And I will say, I think, D-Ink, I'm a little bit more familiar with this roster, versus the side of the EXOS Reaperz here. We'll see if, they can show us something. I definitely have seen these guys before, but it's been a minute since I've watched them, so I need a little refresher for my eyes as well. I'm not sure if it's the same D-Ink roster. I think it's a little different. I can't remember off the top of my head because they have multiple teams as well. This is like their fourth or fifth team as well in the league. So I'm not sure if this is the same Group C team as well. I know Dink, and I think I know Ragnar as well. I'm not sure. I think Tenacity might be new. I'm not, and I think Twisted, that rings a bell in my head. So it might be 3 of the 4. I don't know. Honestly, I could probably ask Dink in the chat. He'd probably know, but I'm not too familiar with them as well. We'll see. I mean, if they're going to be showing out tonight. Honestly, that is a good question. I probably should have asked if it's the same team. I think I recognize 3 of the 4 though. To be sure, I think they have. It's hard to know, right? They have so many different teams. Like it's like Omnia. They have like 9 different teams or something. EWG, they have like 5 different. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to keep track of all their teams, especially when I haven't casted them as much as some of the the EWG boys and the Omnia guys. I've casted their teams so much over the past year. It's I kind of know the players by heart now, and I can kind of tell if they move around a little bit. With Dink's team, I haven't seen as much, so we'll see if the Dink boys can come up clutch in this one as well. As I do hear the beeps in my ear, we are loaded on in to map number 1 here, and we'll see if it's going to be Dink or it's going to be the Reaperz taking this one, and we'll see if I got the team names right. Wow, I do. That's nice, and I don't have to change anything. I love that. As we are off to the races, on board. Let's go on board with Burst. Let's see if he's cooking, because he's going to be the first man in the hill. See how long he can stay alive. It's Tenacity. Gonna get one in transition. JoJo with a nice little flank route. Gonna get one from Market, make it 2, as that's gonna be 3 dead already off the rip. Good start for the Reaperz. And we'll see if D-Ink can come up clutch on this flank. Ragnar's here, but I mean, he's waiting for his teammates, and he might have waited a little too long. He is able to get one, though, at the very least. Goes for the free fire. There's the second one. And waiting was the patient play, and it was the right one, apparently. As that's going to be the time going blue now for D-Ink and the boys over there. See if they can hold it for an extended period of time. As Tenacity already on the rotation, able to get one, but immediately surrounded by blue arrows. Nice little try there on the turn and burn. Unable to get it in the end, but damage has been done. Ripster and Co, they are here, and I like this, decision to rotate, to drop P1. Make sure that they're set up for new, as you can net yourself a lot of time on this hill as well if you are set up properly. Twiz on the point as well. Goes for maybe a chow, maybe an over chow there. As Dink and Co, they're getting aggressive on the pinch. They're going to get a couple kills in transition, and split spawns are coming on in. Now just spawning toward green, so looks like EXO Reaperz, they can funnel them from the front, and Twiz going for some crazy movement from the top ropes, maybe some unneeded extra movement. Sometimes, with advanced movement, guys, you don't need to do anything too fancy. Just holding an iron. It gets you kills more often than not. But the pinch from Ragnar coming on in gets a double for absolutely free. Nobody watching that one. And that'll be the break coming on in. But with 20 seconds left, looks like Twiz is going toward new. And I kind of understand why. This is a big hill on this plane heady. Ragnar, he's here, but immediately met with all 4 members of the blue team. Dink on old, get some help. And there you go. The setup, I mean, it immediately collapses on new burst. The last one off of spawn here. He'll get one. That's a critical one to buy some time for reinforcements to arrive. We'll see if Burst can get anything else done. Oh, Ana aims at the worst possible moment. You hate to see that one. Twiz is there for the trade, but it's going to be a pinch coming on in from mid-map as well from D-Ink and the boys. Twiz going back toward the plane, gets immediately ripped off, and I mean, he has teammates support here as well, Jester and co. But do they read the pressure from Tenacity? It looks like JoJo from the top ropes will take care of business. And now Burst trying to push forward. He might be able to get a timing here. The nade's going to land, but the gunshots are better. 36 HP, going to get stunned out, and he'll finally die. So, nice little P3 hold so far from the Reapers as they're going to push on forward as well. And the spawns flip. That is a good sign going forward. You want to flip the spawns around the 20-ish second mark if you're able to do so, and they do a great job doing that. Wow, nice win from Burst there. This guy has been cooking so far this map. 10-7, great start from him. But the pressure is mounting from the flip side. Nobody backing up for New, and there you go. I mean, Twisted, he gets 2 kills for free through mid-map. The spawns will reflip. And not exactly ideal for the Reapers after flipping the spawns. You want to back up and guarantee them, but nice job from Twisted to make sure that they are holding strong toward New. He will die from mid-map, though, and Twiz going for a route in the back, so this is potential collapse coming on in. Yeah, look at that. Twisted spawns across the map thanks to Twiz. Twiz, finish your food, young man. 3 dead. And now just left to Burst off a spawn. He'll get the weak player, but despite all that, I mean, D-Ink, they'll stabilize. They'll keep the spawns in the back, and, I mean, 30 more seconds to gain. This is definitely a great start to the hold for them. Burst going for some pistol shots, finally able to get that one done, and Tenacity, last alive for his team, gets a 2-piece, though, goes for the turret and burn, not quite able to do it. Burst shuts it down, but a decent hold, at the very least for D-Ink. They'll get themselves in a lead with about 20 seconds to go. We might be all tied up on rotation here. Twisted going for a play on ult, but Burst in the common spot. There we go. Yeah, gets the seal on that deal. Tenacity looking for a break on the last little bit of scrap time, but they got to be wary. Do D-Ink on this rotation. Yeah, JoJo just rips you in the back. Nice little heady. Just doesn't even matter. At that point, JoJo going for a second one with the pistol, and he'll get it. And now Ragnar. I mean, he'll back on up, but he needs some teammates support here. You got to get something going. Ragnar, I mean, he'll live for now, but he reveals himself with the gunshots, jumps into hill, and can't make anything from that play. Twisted 11 HP. He will fall as well. And now Rip Jester in the hill, able to soak. Teammates are going to be spawning on top of him, and much needed time. Ripster for 2, 5 spree for him. Closing in on that Hellstorm missile as well. Honestly, just stay down on the time, and you might just earn it. We'll see if he's able to do so. Pressure coming from mid. JoJo getting collapsed on. And it looks like Toy is going to push out plane as well. I'm curious if Jester able to earn the Hellstorm. He's so incredibly close. He should be able to get it if he's able to win this gunfight. No, he spawns behind him. Didn't read it in time, so no streak coming in for P1. And we're all tied up. After a set of rotations here, this has been very back and forth. I mean, Tenacity going off in map number 1 as well. 18 and 12. Everybody on his team. I mean, funnily enough, 9 and 13 right now. So I don't know if that's a coincidence or not. Maybe so, but Tenacity getting a lot of the heavy lifting done in the slaying department. Really the reason they are still in this game right now. Otherwise, probably would have been ran away from by Reaperz, but Tenacity showing it in the kill feed department. It's going to be a mixy P1. 3 are going to fall for EXO Reaperz, so D-Ink can collapse on the time and get something going here. And Tenacity going to get stun checked. They're going to know he's here, and he's going to win the gunfight anyway. Nice little creddy corner for himself as he'll get shot in the back immediately from Burst. And there we go. 4 dead yet again. But, I mean, honestly, rotations are going to be more important than this scrap time. And, I mean, we saw it last time around for EXO Reaperz. They locked down P2 for an extended period of time. But they got to do a better job this time as the pressure is coming on in. Ragnar for 2 in the feed. Twisted with 1. Twiz by himself on the hill. Able to get 1, but he needs some help. The player right above him, and Twiz, he's going to lose it. Twisted for the trade immediately, though. So, I mean, this has been a very back and forth P2 here. And this time around, it will be D-Ink on the better end of things. But as I say that, I mean, every time I call out somebody's going to be on the better end, it seems like they immediately get broken. So, I don't know. I might be just caster cursing everybody right now. Not sure what's going on. Twiz gonna push up green. He's gonna get some shots on in. He goes for a high little climb there, and he makes it worth his while. Getting wallbanged, though. But he gets a double anyway. It doesn't matter what side he's on. 4 dead. And EXO Reaperz right back on into it. And Twiz, he's on rotation. I mean, if you remember last time, EXO Reaperz, they rotated everybody toward Plain Hill first, but they just got, I mean, gun kind of on transition. We'll see if they can do a better job this time, as it's going to be another 3 dead, but this time the slaying goes red, so better chance for them to set up on new. Twiz is trying to play his life, and honestly, at this point, you really don't need to move. You could just sit here, as JoJo's going to be mid-map, but he immediately gets taken down as soon as I try to go to him. And burst as well, so... Spawns will flip at the very least. They win the gunfights. Do EXO Reaperz, and they're going to be on the point for now, but it's going to be mixy. Back and forth affair. Dink's on the point, but by his lonesome. And I mean, JoJo laying down in mid-cut, watching the spawners off of spawn here. He's able to get one, flips the script, and gets a double. Go back on up, going for the reload at that unopportune moment. He'll get taken down, but this has been a crazy back and forth hardpoint. I'm not gonna lie, guys. No team has really been able to have a comfortable setup on a point. It would seem it gets broken literally instantly. It would seem every single time. There's been maybe no more than like a 20-second stretch of time where people have had control of the HP, which, I mean, honestly, that's good for entertainment value, but maybe a little bit stressful for the players as they try and break on through. Burst is in the back. Burst for one. Gets tags on one. And he should be able to have some help for the cleanup. So, EXO Reaperz, they transition that P3 to P4 here. And they could potentially lock it down as well. Where is number 7 at? Twiz, you are across the map. You got to back up here. The spawns are going to get wonky if you don't. And he will realize potentially his mistake here is Dink and Co. They're going to be in the back. That's going to be spawns flipping. The collapse is imminent. And Twiz, you got a big job to make up for that positioning. We'll see if he can wait for his teammates and get something going. The stun is going to land on him. It doesn't matter, though. Gunfights are going to be won. Jester on the front side and JoJo on the back, and they will get 4 dead. So, looks like Twiz doesn't really end up costing me his positioning there. And honestly, while I was yapping, I mean, Burst has been taking over this map. 37 kills. My bad. I have been yapping about nothing. This guy has been doing the most right now. Might have a 40 bomb, even more than that, maybe 45, 50 by the time we are done with this one. And those are actual kills, ladies and gentlemen. So, he is doing his thing right now. It will be 3 dead, and now JoJo, your savior for spawns in the bag, get some shots in, but he is going to get chased down like a dog's ass, so he should be able to clean that one up, and there you go. The deficit, only 20, and D-Inc, they have the setup. They are right back into this. If they can hold this hill, they're in prime position to take map number 1 here, but they got to be careful. Number 5 from the top ropes is going to be Jester, already top green, has a big job in front of him. He's trying to get out the window, but they're going in at the same time. Not ideal. He slithers on out with his life. And he'll be playing it beautifully at the moment. Spawns are going to flip, and there you go. Red arrows, if they can get some gunfights in the front, they should be able to collect a decent amount of time, especially with Twiz going for a flank here. JoJo with the pistol, going off the top ropes. 1, not the second, but gets enough damage for Burst to chime on in. Burst for 2 as well. 42 for this guy on your screen. He is doing the absolute Lord's work right now. Trying with the best of them. Might have to bump this guy up to B tier if he's having performances like this. My God. 1v1 for old, he'll win it, but not a whole lot of scrap time here. As it will be Dink toward the top green area to shut down any sort of streaks from Burst there, so. 20-second lead. Tenacity trying to shut down spawners onto new, but he's going to be met with the AR of Burst yet again. JoJo, last alive, and there we go. D-Inc, they'll stabilize for now. They'll flip the spawns toward back green. This is a potential for them to funnel them as well on the green side. Not exactly an ideal situation to get out of. You got to go motel. And it looks like, I mean, EXOS, they know it. They're going to get some gunfights on the hill. 3, make it 4 dead. And they could still win it on this P1 as well. I mean, Jester not really recognizing the pressure off of spawn. Do they read the flip, though? It looks like they will. JoJo is here. He should be able to shut down anybody sliding toward the hill. He's able to get 1 through the ropes as well. Burst is going to spawn green. The spawns flip yet again. 8 seconds left. Make it 9, actually. 8 seconds left on old for them to win it. They're going to be rotated toward P2 as well. And I mean, if you are D-Inc, you got to rotate as well. I mean, Jester patrolling mid-map. Burst toward top motel, watching over his teammates. Maybe a little bit too friendly of shots there, but 3 seconds left. Ragnar, can you slide in time? And no, you cannot. 46 from Burst, by the way, in that one. And it will be EXOS. They're reaping havoc on that one. They'll take map number 1 in, well, I shouldn't say convincing fashion, but it was, I mean, really, thanks to this guy on your screen, Burst, 4,600 damage. Doing the most with the AR in that one. Absolutely showing out for his team in that map. Getting it done. And it was 250 to 213. A close affair, all things considered, for the side of D-Inc. But I think, yeah, just, I mean, you can't really, 46, 30s from the side of Reaperz. You can't really compete with that in the end if you don't have somebody frying that crazily for your roster. And honestly, I think Burst really saving them in that one. If he doesn't have that performance, who knows what ends up happening, but it will be the Reapers. They will take map number 1 by, you know, slim margins, I would say. But I mean, you know, thanks to Burst, they got it done in kind of crazy fashion, I will say. That's a great map for him going forward. We'll see if he can keep that same energy in map number 2 here as well, as that was a wild one. Oh my goodness. Holy guys, I'm at a loss for words for a moment. It will be Raid S&D coming up next though. So I mean, yeah, Burst. I mean, he is doing the most right now. He apparently is hyper in comms. Definitely a player to look out for. If you are other teams, like, yeah, we might be looking to poach this man after that one. That was a crazy performance. We'll see if he can keep it up, obviously, still early in this series. But, you know, S&D wins championships. We'll see if the side of D-Inc can bounce back in this one. They're going to need to be coordinated on the same page and ready to go in this one. And we'll see if they are up for it. And I mean, going forward further into the series as well, S&D raid. I mean, and then we have Scar Overload as well. So I mean, the respawn prowess, it's there for EXOS, but I will say that was we'll see if that's an outlier map for Burst. Honestly, I mean, he went out so crazily in that one toward the latter half of that one. We'll see if he can keep up that same pace in the search as well as the Overload. Because if he comes back down to earth maybe a little bit, that second respawn might be a little bit easier for your side if you are D-Inc. So, you know, only time will tell. We'll find out here in a moment if things are ready to, you know, rock and roll. I believe we are about ready to get things set up here. Oops, I forgot to tweet out. Let me post that as well. Let's see. Oh, I guess I'll retweet that as well. Bang, bang. Social media manager myself. Haha, shout out me. And it looks like, I believe, I keep getting spammed with DMs and stuff. Apologies, guys. I've been a busy man today. And let me put up the poll in the meantime for map number 2. Because honestly, I'm not sure who wins map number 2, but that gets me a little bit more info on both of the teams, you could say. And we'll see if DN can come up clutch. I mean, the last time you know, the series before this, I kept harping back to it, but it was a close hard point. Maybe a little bit less close than this one was, but map number 2 was not even close in that one. So I'm hoping this one will be around 11 at the very least, or, you know, around 10. Something particularly close, because that last one was not. And we'll see. I did put the poll in chat. Get your guys' votes in. Who's going to win map number 2 here? Will it be D-Inc bouncing back? Or will it be Expo Reaperz coming in clutch after kind of a rough map number 1? And I do hear the ticks in my ear, the beeps, if you will, counting on down. So we will be loading on in to this map. And we'll see who's going to be taking it here. And let me see if my overlays are right or not. Hopefully they are. Hopefully I don't have to switch too much here. I really want Codcaster to be loaded on in before 5 seconds. Come on, Activision. Can you help me out a little bit? I know it's like, you know, not exactly ideal, but it looks like the teams are flipped for me. I'll get things situated here in a moment. 1 second, I gotta fix everything because they switched sides on me. But it's gonna be Ragnar with the sniper on out. Pressure mounting toward A. It looks like maybe he potentially can get a pick on JoJo, but it will be his teammates. Tenacity and Co looking for one. Ragnar off the mark, but it doesn't matter when Tenacity is just getting doubles. He's going high off the sky, top ropes. But let's watch the pressure as it's mounting. It looks like Burst getting tagged down incredibly low. He has the sniper as well, and he is last alive. Low HP, wins the first one with the pistol, but should get traded out surely, and he will. So nice opening defense, D-Inc. They shut it down. No nonsense about it. They just run at them ring. And honestly, I kind of like that as the first round to set the tone here. There's really 2 ways I like to defend on ring or on A on defense if you're playing raid, and that's either you play super passively, you just jump spot for info, maybe 2 players in the deep back of A, just give it up and play retake, or you get aggressive. You play the entire unit, hit toward ring, you flood it, and that's what I mean D-Inc elected to do, and I love that approach. We'll see how they elect to play this next one. Looks like Burst put the sniper away. I'm actually curious if Ragnar still has it out or not. Actually, I believe that was Tenacity that had it on his back. Am I tripping? I might be tripping. Yeah, it's Ragnar. Just kidding. I'm seeing things, guys. Smoke's gonna go down. B is gonna be on the cards. And number 8 has a big job in front of him. He might get horrible timing from Burst, but unfortunately Burst falls off the rock. And he'll back on up, probably wisely so. But Ragnar just holding this L positioning. He's waiting for players to go right into his crosshairs, but Tenacity taken down first. An important first one. And Ragnar, we'll see if he can get any sort of damage done with the sniper. He's just getting shouldered to death here, pre-fired through the wall. Can he find anything on this retake? As it looks like number 4 going to be pushing straight into him, and he's going to get the freest blood you'll ever see. Burst for one, JoJo for another one. Now Dink, last alive in the 1v4, can't do it. Got close, but a clean collapse on the B-bomb site. And we'll be all tied up at 1. Stellar stuff there. Maybe an overchow on the basketball push as well. That gave the EXO Reapers the first blood and a lot of information, a lot of room to work with as well. Nobody was playing toward Tiki. They were 3 stacked toward Bedroom. And that could spell disaster as well. If you don't fan out a little bit, if you don't have a little bit of positioning toward the other side as well, that can happen where you just get swarmed in. We saw it that round. Looks like Burst put the sniper away. He said, JoJo, hey, I can't hit it. I can't hit a shot. You go for it this time, bud. And we'll see what JoJo has with the boomstick. I believe Ragnar still has it out as well. I'm just going to check real quick to see if he does. And it looks like he will. But nobody toward mid. It's all going to be toward B this time from the Reapers. And we'll see if they can get anything done with it. JoJo not going to spot anyone as of yet. He's going to break the glass window. They know there's one Tiki, but off the mark with that shot. Can he get another one as well? Oh, that looked good, but unable to convert it. But the pinch is on in already. Dink gets first blood. And Tenacity's here, and they're just corralled on the B site now. They're stuck toward bottom bedroom. And Tenacity, he spotted this player cross as well. He should be able to get a freebie here. Yeah, Jester's going to fall. Dink going for the aggression as well. Gets shots on in. Tenacity for one in the flank. Dink with the last one. He's going to spot him. Maybe a little bit slow to react there, but... Oh, whoa. Dink. Don't do me like that. Maybe Dink lagging a little bit. Let's only hope that's the reason. JoJo in the 1v3 has the boomstick. Oh, unscoped at the worst possible moment. And I don't know if they're going to give him another opportunity to get one here. He'll slide back on across, but he's running out of time. 20 seconds left. And he still has to pick up the bomb. He's going to get some shots on in. One player, 1v2. But I mean, yeah, if you're JoJo, you don't have a whole lot of time to work with here. You got to go collect the bomb. And by the time you collect it, you're going to be really basically out of time to even plant it here. And I mean, I think he knows it at this point. He's got to go. Both players are going to be toward the Tiki area. JoJo, I mean, nothing he could really do about this one. We'll see if he can get one. Hold up, he gets one. One more right in front of him. Can he get it? He goes for the knife, and he'll get the clutch. Oh my god, you cannot lose that one if you're D8 there. How did JoJo win that one? No shot in hell he should have been able to convert that one. That was a definite blunder. D-Ink, I mean, you thought you had it in the bag, but 1v3... JoJo pulls it out of nowhere. And that is one, I mean, you gotta look back on in the VOD. If you're D-Ink, you gotta clutch that one. You can't be standing on top of each other. That can't happen. Wow, JoJo, the hero in that round. Going big for the Reapers. And he might not be done. We'll see if he can get anything going toward this pillar's area. Shots toward ring. He's going to spot some feet. He gets first blood as well. Tenacity going for another one for Laundry, but he's unable to get it. And now Burst and JoJo on the pinch. I think they know Dink's here. Or maybe not, actually. I don't know if they spotted him as well. The double pinch is coming on through, and now Dink, I mean, he's going to get sandwiched anyway. It might not matter. Burst and JoJo, they're going to be local. JoJo for another one. Tenacity gets the trade, but Burst is here for the immediate cleanup, and now just left to Ragnar. Top Laundry, 2 players around him. He goes for the 360, unable to get anything converted. And there you have it. Another one on the board. Reaperz running them down. And I think that's just the confidence you saw after the 1v3 from JoJo. It might be one of those things where he just clutches a crazy round. You have all the confidence in the world. Let's just run at them. And they did it. They got it done. And JoJo, I mean, he did get taken down, but he did earn that Hellstorm missile before doing so. And we'll see if they can put it to good use here. Nades are going to land. See if they can hit anybody of substance, but they won't. Burst with the first blood. Dink kind of in no man's land, and the second one falling as well. Ragnar, yeah, you got to get out of dodge, but I mean, Twisted, he might be able to kill the planter on bomb, and he will. Maybe a poor choice to plant in that spot from Jester there. But I mean, it would have to be basically a 1v4 for Twisted. He gets one, but I mean, bomb is going to be planted now. It becomes incredibly hard now as Burst going for the nade. Actually, no, decides against it. He'll go for the nade now with his teammate. And Twisted, location known, location spotted, and gunfights converted. 4-1. And what has been a pretty one-sided SND. Not particularly close in this one. We'll see if D-Ink can convert. They really need to get something going. Couple of breadsticks. Ragnar and Twisted. I mean, Jester hasn't even got a kill yet, but it doesn't even matter when your teammates are absolutely frying the way they are. We saw that in the last series as well. Magic can't happen, though. Oh, he just hit him with the nade, but it doesn't land. You wish you had a Semtex right there if you're Twisted. But the pressure's mounting regardless. Look at where Tenacity's at all the way through. They got kitchen control, and there's 3 players here. Oh, they're going to run into the blender, though. Will they get out? No, they cannot. Ragnar gets one back toward kitchen, though, so still manageable. 2v2 situation. 1. Can he get on out of enemy lines? JoJo's here, but JoJo, the flick's going to miss. You can see the aim assist nerf in real time right there. And now what the D-Ink do? They're in a 2v2 situation. They plant toward B. JoJo's here. And JoJo, you got to convert this one, and he will. So now all left to Twisted, and he'll get shot in the back. The convergence is on in. And EXO Reaperz, 5 rounds on the board. 1 round away from taking a clean victory here on the SND. And if you're D-Ink, you got to clutch up and put some rounds on the board. I mean, it starts with 1, right? They already have the 1 on the board, but they need to get 1 just to get the ball rolling, I feel like. They've thrown away a couple of rounds now. We'll see if they can get something going on their defense here, as, I mean, JoJo has been that guy so far in this Search and Destroy. 10-2. Doing his thing with the boomstick. And 1 more round for them to put them away. It's going to spot him. We'll see if Twisted can convert any sort of kills here. He's going to spot JoJo, but refraction in the water with the bullets makes him not land a lot of the times. Tenacity's toward mid-steps, but he's in a precarious spot. But he spots the head of JoJo. He should be a free kill here. Yeah, he gets the 1. Immediately traded, though. Twiz is there. And pressure mounting from mid. And Dink going for 1. They're going to lose a member. Burst is watching over his teammates. And now they're going to converge on them at the same time. The trades are coming through. Dink for 1. Loses his teammate. Now in a 1v2 for the map. And a quick plant from Twiz puts all the pressure on the captain. We'll see if Dink can go donk mode. That's what I was trying to say. 1v2 for the map. He's going to run straight into Jester. He spots him, though. Goes for the little pre-fire, but it's going to be a tough gunfight regardless. Slides on in. Can't win the first one. And a clinical SND. The exact same scoreline as the previous series. 6-1. And it'll be a 2-0 edge now for the Reaperz. Going into this overload. They look poised to take it. They look good. We'll see if they can close it out. But I mean, if you're D-Ink, tough performance from a couple of members on your team. Really, only Tenacity this series seems to be shooting his gun back. Need to step it up if you're the other 3. And we'll see if they can do it. Backs against the wall now. And we'll see if they can get something going, because this has been pretty rough. I don't know, man. D-Ink, we'll see if they can show up to play, because, I mean, so far it has been pretty one-sided. It was close-ish in the hard point, but I feel like, I mean, the way that the Reaperz are shooting right now, especially, I feel like Blast in that respawn, it was really, I mean, JoJo in that S&D. I mean, it seems like all of these guys can shoot, you know, given the map, but we haven't seen the same on the flip side for D-Ink so far. It's going to have to be a better performance for them in this map number 3. And, I mean, we'll pull up the maps real quick and take a look at it. It's going to be Scar coming up next. Scar, definitely a map where you got to be careful, though. I mean, it's one of those things where if you're not winning the sling battle, the AR is not coming to play, you can get absolutely blendered on this map. I have been the victim of it in ranked over and over. Well, it's usually my teammates getting gunned, but you know, a little self-gas here. But if you do get that one wave of kills, sometimes, you know, it can be really hard to get out of. So we'll see if EXOS can convert this one. They're looking good, looking poised to close it, especially if Burst can show up like he did on that map number 1. I guess we'll find out here in a moment. Looks like we are just waiting on the players to get loaded on in here and set up the rules. I think we are keeping host at the very least, though, so that's going to be good. And I will put up a poll here in a moment. I don't know. I'm actually curious. Who do you guys think's going to win this one? I might have a 3-0 here for Reaperz, just on how they're looking in this series so far, just the form that they are in. But I mean, D-Inc, they can't surprise me, but it would have to be a team effort, I think, for the boys over there. They have looked rough so far. Need the guns to start shooting, and just need the teamwork of flowing. Because I mean, S&D is kind of similar to Overload in that aspect. I mean, there's a lot of overlap in these two game modes where you got to be on the same page with your team. Otherwise, it could all crumble for you. And we'll see if they're going to be up to par to send us the distance. Because if they do, I mean, it's going to be another bang out map on that Colossus HP you see on your screen. So, I mean, to quote Tanner, or Tantrums, I should say, it's you can only reverse sweep, or you can only win a reverse sweep if you were down 0-2. So we'll see if they can do it. As I believe I hear the beeps in my ear, we are going to be loading on into that third and potentially final map here. We'll see if we can see extended ones. I mean, D-Inc, backs against the wall. It's got to be more than just tenacity in this series for you guys. Looking at big performances, turnarounds from Dink, Ragnar, Twisted. And we'll see if they can do it. And we'll see if they switch sides on me, most importantly, so I don't have to fix my overlay. And it looks like they did, so I'm going to have to flip them again. Oh, I'm crying. I'm crying in the club. Crying in the club right now. As it might be one map to win them all here. Reaperz up 2-0. Looking to close it. Tenacity going for a route. Is able to get one. Reaperz for another one. Or Ragnar, excuse me, for another one. There we go. 3 dead already. Last one alive is going to be Jester toward mid-map. And this is what I'm talking about. Got to be a teamwork effort. They win the opening battle, but can they get another wave of kills? Looks like not. Jester's going to shut that down as we pivot toward the motel area. And Dink going for some shots. A little sloppy there with that one. And another 3 dead. This time it's going to be for D-Inc. Ragnar left in the store area. Wow, Jojo. I'm surprised he lost that one. He knew exactly where he was. Just wasn't ready for the gunfight still. It's very back and forth so far. Burst's going to pick up the device. He's going to get one with the pistol. Twist is here, but how many can Twist get is really the answer. And so far, it's just a lot of hit markers. He's going to get flanked as well. Nice double from Tenacity. And that'll pave the way. He has one more gunfight to win. And this is potentially a score. 7 does spawn on the portal, though. And he might be able to shut it down. Twiz is here, but he's got a big job ahead of him. They do kill the drone carrier at the very least, but Twiz is going to fall. Burst throwing nades across the map. Kobe's are going to slow them down for the moment. And we're all back to square one. Twiz on the other side of the map is able to win one, but I mean, the drone is still here. It resets, though, so it's going to have to be another wave of kills for D-Inc here. And they're not done. Ragnar does get top green, but it has been just a mess of kills toward mid-map. No real waves going either direction. That can happen in Overload. Wiz going for one. He should be able to get this one. There we go. 2 dead, and a nade's going to come on through, but I mean, the drone carrier might be gone here. Yeah, there we go. Jester puts the first one on the board. Little fancy footwork there can pay off for you. And we've seen that happen with the blue route. Players take the drone, they get into blue, and once they get into blue, you don't really know where they're going to go. Green's a little bit harder to convert, but we'll see. I mean, Tenacity's in your base. He's able to get one. Runs out of ammo, though. That could have been the conversion, as 3 are going to fall. It's all up to Twisted off a spawn. He's going to get stunned, and he will fall. So, great stabilization there out of the Reaperz. Jojo behind enemy lines as well, able to get one. There is one right next to him. I'm surprised he hasn't fallen yet. And, I mean, Dink just going to let that player live. They know he's here, and he's just going for spawn kills. It's being annoying in your base. You got to deal with this guy soon. Jojo just creating chaos pandemonium in the spawn of the D-Ink boys. He is still alive and kicking, still making it so hard for them to do anything. Going for spawn kills through the wall with the pistol, as Reaper with the drone has the Jaeger in hand, and that'll be the second one converted on through thanks to the slaying effort from JoJo in your base. This guy was frying in the search, continuing to do so in this overload. And now the overload, speaking of it, gonna be on D-Ink's shoulders. First going for a kill. He finally is able to get that one through with the 3 dead. Now Tenacity off spawn. I mean, to pick up the pieces. Gets a double, but he needs some help. The rest of his teammates not really helping him a ton this map. I mean, Ragnar's kicked up a little bit, but it's still, yeah, rough stat lines from Dink and Twisted. As they're down 2. Minute and a half in this first side here. We'll see. I mean, D-Ink, they're not out of it, but you cannot allow any more scores to go through, and you really need to put a couple on the board if you're D-Ink going into the second half. See if they can do so. I mean, it is a little bit hard to score on the side that D-Ink is on, I will say. Maybe a little easier on the other side. It just depends, I guess. Depends on how many waves of kills you get. Speaking of kills, they're going to get them. And there you go. Another one on the board. Excuse me. Oh, my God. Jester for the third one. And look at where Twiz is out. He's behind enemy lines, but quickly expunged. Twisted for the fourth one. Hold up. This might be a chance for D-Ink to finally get the first one on the board. Twisted already in your base. 3 is going to be crossing. Twisted is here for some follow-up kills, and that's the first one on the board. Finally, D-Ink convert some of this slaying into a score. And, I mean, they're not done. I mean, the drone is going to reset. That Tenacity is here. Oh, Burst One's a big one, though. They're not going to be able to relay the drone quickly in time, but Tenacity is here off of spawn, but JoJo shuts it down before it could even begin. And with 20 seconds left, the slaying, I mean, back to even. Positioning. Oh, my God. My mouth's starting to get dry, guys. I don't know if you can tell. This is this third game of tonight for me. I did, oh, 2.5 games, I should say. Solo casting takes a lot more out of your voice than some other things, let me tell you. Especially the way I do it. I mean, I'm kind of rapid fire. It will be a 3-1 half, unless Ragnar is able to survive for 30 seconds and get some teammates' help off of spawn, but it's looking unlikely, as he's going to try and cross towards door, but he is the lead man, and you never want to be the lead man with the drone. You got to wait for teammates to get the kills first, otherwise that can happen. And it will be a 3-1 lead, excuse me, for Reaperz going into the second half. But I will say, I feel like Reaperz on the better side that half. D-Ink, they're going to flip, I believe, probably on the preferred side. Overload's a little weird like that, I feel like, where, you know, either side can be good as long as your positioning and slaying is coordinated as a unit. But I do feel like it's easier to score on the side that Reaperz were on. So we'll see. We'll flip spawns. You definitely can score from either side. But D-Ink, I mean, this is really their last chance. They kicked up toward the latter stages of that first half, but I mean, it's got to be a better start for them in the second half. And I mean, hey, they won the breakoff last time, just weren't able to convert that first score. We'll see if they can do so. Definitely players starting to heat up a little bit. Dink had a little bit of a stinker, and he's starting to turn up a little bit here at the second half start here. Tenacity goes flying, and Dink, I'm not sure what's going on. Looks like they're going to end the game. I'm not sure what's going on. I'll get clarification in a moment. Maybe player lagged out. I don't know. But it will be probably 3-1. We'll have a second half to go to here in a moment. And a 3-1 lead going into that second one. Looks like that player did lag out. That was Dink. So we'll get things situated here in a moment. And honestly, I will send it to a quick break. We'll be right back with the second half of Overload. So don't go anywhere. Alrighty, I believe we are finally back in action here after a very long session to figure out the ruling here. It looks like it will be a full reset of this map as well. So it looks like the players... It was an interesting situation too, as well, because it was the player lagged out right after the half ended, or like as the half was ending. But there's not really a great way to reset one half of Overload when one team can't really possibly win if they get one score. So I don't know. The players just agreed to a full reset, and honestly, I think that's for the best anyway, just to avoid any headaches, any hassles, you know, with potential weird scenarios that might pop up. So it's going to be a full map reset on this Overload, and it will be Reaperz up. They're still up this 2-0 lead here in the series, and I mean, they were up 3-1 on the reset, and we'll see if they can continue that going forward after, you know, maybe a momentum stopper here, to be honest. I mean, you know, that was quite a long pause we had in this one, but it doesn't seem like it's mattered too much for Dink's team, as they're going to be the first ones to score here. A nice little start from them. They are probably on the preferred side after this reset is going to be underway, so we'll see if they can get things going. It was Tenacity, you know, for D-Inc, able to get a lot of the slaying going in the first couple of maps, and it's really been looking for the rest of his teammates to get involved, but it seems like so far, so it's pretty much business as usual. Tenacity out here frying, Twisted getting involved as well. Nice little nade, but Twisted's going to get a team kill, unfortunately, but Jester should be able to put in the equalizer, so we're tied up one apiece here. No math involved, as it will be the full reset, so early on into this map, we still have 8 more minutes of gameplay action, and we'll see if D-Inc can force a map number 4 here. They're going to need to clutch up on this Overload. Twiz, mid-map, is going to live for now. Wow, nice little movement out of him, as he will survive, but I mean, the rest of his teammates getting kills in transition, all up to Tenacity, and he is going to fall. Jester should be able to put this second one in, excuse me. He will fall momentarily, but the score goes through nonetheless. So 2-1 advantage. Twiz behind enemy lines, able to get one back, and now potential for him to live. Being annoying toward top green as well. He has multiple players converging on his location, able to live for a moment, gets the kill anyway. Nice little live from him. Converts that into a gunfight that probably should have went the other way. And now the drone reset is on board. It's going to be Burst mid-map to shut it down, and he will be. Ragnar behind enemy lines, though. Might be able to play spoiler as well and be able to get one. Gets his second one, and now, I mean, that is the damage done. The potential for the relay to come in from the drone. Jojo chasing, but Jojo is, I mean, just going to allow this score to go through while his teammates off spawn can't close the gap in time. So a much more interesting and honestly interactive Overload than last time around. 2 apiece now. Maybe the reset mentally chalking the boys on the Reaperz a little bit here. We'll find out if they can convert it as well. Twiz for 2 from top blue, as they will clear their base, but no real drone possession control as of yet. Dink going for the chow, only able to get the 1. And the blue arrows converging toward plane, so definitely still possible for the side of Reaper to get something done on this half. Just going to be up to Jojo on the OE. He is here, but loses the gunfight. And Burst, unfortunately, falling. 2 Tenacity here. It's been a much better start this time from D-Inc. Seems like they're finally warmed up in this series. Maybe they just need a little bit of a mental reset to slow down any sort of momentum that the Reapers were gaining here. And I mean, Twiz with a double. Nice little double for him to find with the Dravik toward plane. We'll see if they can get something going on the second half here. It's going to be Jojo toward mid-cut, able to get 1. The pistol shots are going to land. Not enough for a second one, but that is a lot of clearance for the rest of D-Inc. to push forward. Tenacity has a big job in front of him, able to get the drone carrier, but meeting some resistance from the rest of his team. Twiz gets another one from the top ropes, and he's going to live as well. Burst with some nice cover fire. The drone is going to get collected as here, and I mean, Twiz might have went the wrong way. Oh my god, absolutely turned on there. Twiz going out the window. Jester is here, and now the drone being reset the other way. Jojo may have decided to go the wrong direction. Burst able to get 1, and that might be the clearance they needed. He's going to live for now. Waits for his teammates to gather his thoughts, gather his health back. And Rip Jester going to fall as well, so maybe a unintentional bad play from the misdirection there. Nothing they could really do about that play. Just spawning in from Motel. It's going to be all tied up at 2 here. Yo, appreciate the raid, Jaded Fox. I was actually thinking about raiding you after this one, but unfortunately, looks like you're ending before me, so unlucky. I guess I'm gonna have to find somebody else new to raid, but I appreciate it nonetheless. If you're just joining us, it's going to be 2-0 up in the series for EXO Reaperz. D-Inc, after a long reset on the overload, they will agree to a full map replay here, and we're all tied up here at 2 apiece on the first half. So far, D-Inc, they've come out strong, but still, it's tied up nonetheless. And potential for them to get another one across the line. Tenacity looking for a second player, can't find it. Jester with 12 seconds left, but he's by his lonesome. Looking to get conversion on through. He's wrapping yet again. He's looking for something to go his way. Jester gets the clearance. Burst gets the kill, and there you go. Number 3 on the board to close the half here. It will be the Reaperz. They have the one score edge going into the second half. We'll see if they can convert this one. They've looked pretty good the entire series so far. If you missed the first couple of maps, map number 1 was a pretty close affair. It was Burst. He was dropping 46 kills in that first map to get it over the line. I believe it's 250 to 213, 216, something like that in the end. Map number 2 was not close at all. Reaperz took that one 6-1. And this one looking a lot more competitive than the first couple here. D-Inc, we'll see if they have enough gas in the tank to carry us to this map number 4. As I believe it is Colossus. I could double check real quick. I believe it's Colossus. Yeah, Colossus Hardpoint will be map number 4 if we do end up needing to go there. But, I mean, still, 5 minutes away from doing so. We'll see if D-Inc can clutch on up. D-Inc getting some shots in, or Dink, I should say, getting some shots in toward mid-map. Softens up one player, as that's going to be 2 dead already, but the pinch is on in. Twist is here. Able to get one, and Jester holds his nerve, holds his iron. He'll claim another one. But positioning from D-Inc off the opening break has been pretty decent so far. It's been kind of just a back and forth toward mid-map, and that's typically what you see in Overload. A lot of just jostling for position early on here. Nobody really getting a clean wave of kills one way or the other. This is going to be JoJo going for the OE here, and he's going to win one. Wow, nice win on Tenacity here, but his teammates are losing battles on the other side of the map. He might be able to funnel on through, though. Yeah, JoJo, I mean, you saw this the last time before the reset. He was able to do a ton of damage from top blue once he got behind enemy lines, and he's doing more of the same this time around. The drone is going to get dropped at the goal line. Jester is here. Can he make something happen with it? He looks like he's been spotted, though. He should be dealt with swiftly here. If he can live, though, he's in prime position to maybe convert this one as well. Jumps right over the players. There's 2 right in front of him. Just look at the right thing, Jester, and she should have some free kills. 4 will pick up the drone, and now up to Dink for the defense, and he can't do it. Burst delivers the 4th one. And there you go. 2-score advantage now for EXO Reaperz on this reset. 3 minutes and change for D-Inc to string something together here. Only down a couple of scores, so it's still definitely possible, but they got to get something going. They're just losing the slaying battle in the last couple of minutes here, and that's number 5 already going through. The relay comes through swiftly, and it seems like the Reapers have gathered their footing, and Rip Jester behind 2 players. They line up for him. Double kill off a spawn, and that'll spawn the rest of the players out. They really only have Dink to deal with on this left side reset. If they're quick about it, they can convert number 6 as well. Dink going for a pre-fire. He shuts down any sort of shenaniganry. But JoJo, I mean, he's still local. He can still cause a stir, cause a ruckus, gets one, plays his life for the moment. Pistol kill, not quite good enough, but that softens up Twisted for the trade, and that might be another one going through Burst. I mean, maybe chose the wrong direction. You had be wide open. Twiz going for the relay, the hero play, but eventually taken down. They still have Jester behind them, though, and he's going to be annoying for them to deal with. They got to deal with him quickly. It looks like they will, but I mean, D-Inc, they're running out of time. 2.5 minutes, 3 scores is no easy feat. Even on a map like Scar, where you could spawn kill, they got to make sure they're getting something going as JoJo delivers the 6th one. That's going to be another 4 dead, and they are putting them in the blender off of spawn. I would like to see maybe JoJo potentially block that that B portal as well and not force the splits to come out, but I mean, hey, he doesn't have X-ray like I do. Maybe he doesn't know the spawns picture perfect like maybe some of the pros do, but that is still a 4-point deficit that they have to overcome here for the side of D-Inc. And I mean, this is going to be a rough one. You got to get things going soon. Otherwise, you're just going to run out of time. Just full stop here. And it's been kind of a struggle bus for them this half. It was close in the first one, but has not been so far in the second one. Wiz with a nice little double to shut down the first attempt from D-Inc off the clearance from their base. So far, so good. JoJo holding the line, able to get one. Tenacity's here, though. If he can win a couple gunfights on this side, they can potentially push forward. But, I mean, the drone is reset toward plane. I mean, all these gunfights are happening toward Motel. Meanwhile, I mean, it's all the way across the map. You got to trek back toward it. I mean, Dink's here, but doesn't really have a whole lot of teammate support. Tenacity did find a gap, though. This could be a potential collapse on in if he's able to win something, but unable to win the first one. And that is another 4 dead. Reaperz with a minute left. They get the score, actually, though. 6-3 now, so it's still not over, but, I mean, really, you got to put the hustle on if you're D-Ink, and potentially a counter cap coming in as well. Burst is here, but he loses all of his teammates, and now potential for him to play spoiler. But look at this. I mean, the relay is coming on in. They're going to be spawning all the way out thanks to Twisted here. And Twisted, a big job in front of him. He needs to make sure he's getting these kills, and he gets one. They get the relay coming through, so 45 seconds. It's not over yet. Still 2 scores away from sealing it, or from tying it up, I should say, here, and sending us to OT. But the drone is going to spawn on the other side of the map. Yeah, Jester just going to base, going to town in your spawn, cutting them off, and that's going to be number 7 going through with 30 seconds left. That should be the dagger, and that should be the 3-0 here. I don't think they even have a potential of timing for them to put this one through, and it has been a hard-fought battle in the Overload, but it will be Reaperz. They will take the 3-0 in this series, and they just look like the stronger team tonight. Tenacity with 31, and JoJo 38 on the other side. I mean, this guy was shooting this map, doing his thing. It was Burst in map number 1, JoJo in 2 and 3. And it will be the Reaperz. They'll get it done in that map number 3 after all. So, a quick one in this series, 3-0. And Reaperz take care of business. Nice job from them in this series. I believe it was 7-4 at the end here, if I'm typing this in right, but a good job from them in all 3 game types, honestly. 7-4 reads your score. And D-Ink, yeah, came out a little flat tonight. Dink didn't have the best series. I think Tenacity was doing a great job, but just needed a little bit more from the rest of his teammates. And they were able to get it done. 3-0 in that one. 3-0 in my previous series as well. So some quick ones tonight, guys. Despite, you know, the long little intermission there, a little pause in between those maps. It will be a couple 3-0s to send us on our merry way tonight. So appreciate you guys coming on out. We'll take one last look at the series and how it played out. If you are just joining us, I did a little bit of explanation, but this is a little bit better of a job explaining it. The visuals on the screen for you. 250, 213, 6-3. I think that's 6-3. Is that right? I actually can't remember. I thought it was 6-1. I could be wrong. It might have been 6-1. I think I just messed up on the graphic there. Anyways, 7-4 in the Overload. Pretty convincing series from Reaperz tonight. They looked good. They looked strong. And they look poised to potentially take their group as well. We'll see going forward. Appreciate you guys coming out tonight. That is going to do it for me. I'm going to look for somebody to host. I don't know who is still streaming. I'll find somebody, I'm sure, here in a moment. But I appreciate you guys nonetheless. Appreciate Jaded as well as everybody coming from her chat. Have a good night, everybody. That's going to do it for me. I will see you guys later. And show love to whoever I'm going to host here in a moment. And yeah, that's going to do it. I'm out.
Every day they clocking me. Red alert, I'm the dangerous. I keep that clock on me. And they ain't looking for no choke. I'm just looking out for me. Cause I done did shit the niggas ain't talking about no rapping beat. Boy, I'm talking tragedy, massive, casualty. Shit that I can't even remember. Bet they remember me. Shit that happened later December. I bring that winter heat. Niggas dying the whole October, the real Halloween. Back to back funerals is them or us, it's him or me. Don't get booked cause ain't no bum money. We doing this shit for free. If he told her that ain't my home.